Hi, everybody. I thought I'd pop in here really quick before bedtime. Oh, my phone's telling me I'm live. I just got done reconnecting my printer to my network. Took me about an hour. Hi, Lulu. Took me at least an hour to reconnect my printer. What a pain in the neck. This has happened before, and it's never the same. It's never the same how I reconnect it. And I think what happened was I had an update on my phone because my phone is tied to the printer. That's the only thing I can figure is the update cut off the connection. But it was the weirdest thing. I was pushing buttons on the printer so that I could get the information on how to reconnect it. And it was only printing in color. It wasn't printing the text at all. And I have a little bit of ink left in each cartridge, so I knew it wasn't the ink. I don't even remember now what I did to fix it. So if this happens again, I may just get a new printer. What a pain. Oh my gosh. What are you doing up this late, Lulu? I just got done watching your video before I came down here. I think I watched the whole thing. I'm getting that way. I've been up since 8, but you've probably been up sooner than that. They're sleeping behind me. Can you see? I can't figure out the left and right. That's Goober. Beans on the floor. They're sleeping. They were on my nerves this morning. They're just tearing up my backyard, digging holes. There's holes everywhere. There's holes everywhere. As a matter of fact, they started digging a hole at the back fence. So if they had the wherewithal to continue working on that hole, they could get under the fence. And you know what's on the other side of the fence? 2 German Shepherds. I don't know what to do other than I have to go out there and supervise them every time. And I don't really want to do that, but I guess I'm going to have to. Mine are snoring too. I think Goober is. I don't think Bean really snores. Oh, yours dig too? Well, at least they're little dogs. How much can they dig? They can't dig down a foot, I'm sure. A friend of mine, Linda, told me, put cayenne pepper in the holes. I said, they'll just find somewhere else to dig another hole. That would be a lot of cayenne pepper, I told her. That won't work. I would have to sprinkle the whole yard, and then that wouldn't be good. They get it on their paws, and then they're scratching that would not be good. That would not be good. Yeah, they're eating dirt too. Yep, they eat the dirt. I looked it up today. Why do dogs eat dirt? And of all the suggestions, I'm thinking it's out of boredom. Because they have a very good diet. I don't think it's their diet. break them from potty. They ate the pepper. Really? Red pepper? Yeah, it's because they're bored. I don't know if it is in your case. What was the other reasons? Boredom, um, their diet. What do you feed them, Lulu? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm probably making you yawn. What do you feed them? The diet, the boredom, and then they smell something in the ground that they want to get to. Some raw and some neutro kibbles. Neutro. I wonder what the first ingredient is on that neutro. I know that's high dollar food. My son still think it's the moles, that they hear moles underground. I'm not sure that's what it is. Yeah, I've got a big hole next to my shed. A big hole. Yeah. Yeah, Boston's do have, really any of the bullies do. Yeah, big hole next to the shed and then the big hole back by the fence. The other ones are not as big. But I could just see them chewing on the siding of the shed and then, compromising the shed. Well, I leave mine outside by themselves, so I'm guessing it's boredom. Because I've got a small house. If they get the zoomies, they can't run around here. They have to do that outside. I can't even imagine what winter's going to be like. Oh my gosh. I hope we don't get a lot of snow this year because, when it rains, it's bad enough. I got to wipe off 8 feet. Yeah, every once in a while they get the zoomies. Yeah, I do too. I hope we don't get very much snow. Cold temperatures, that's fine. The ground will freeze and they won't be able to dig. But, the snow ends up having to melt and then you got mud everywhere. I don't want that. I'd much rather have just the cold, not any snow. But, I'm sure we'll get it. Did you get any effects of the hurricane, Lulu? I know you're in the south. You must not have because you didn't talk about it. At least not that I heard. I had lots of rain, no flooding. That's good. Were there areas near you that did? For sure you were. Um, do you watch Marty with Flossom Crochet? About 3 hours away, they had it. Yeah. Marty did a video. Oh yeah, she's great. I love her to pieces. But she's in Georgia, and she was relating her story. She was without power for several days, I think. Anyway, she tells a really good story. You ought to go look her up and watch it. God had his hand on her for sure. No, Flossom, Flawsome. Flossom. Just look that up and you'll find it. Her name is Marty, Marti. It is very sad. I've been watching videos. Um, People are going in, just regular people going in with helicopters, taking aid, rescuing people. Um, and only one guy I watched mentioned that he saw military helicopters helping out. Everybody else is saying there's no government presence at all. So I don't know if it depends on the area, but yeah, they were just decimated. And there's people still unaccounted for. I think in Asheville, what interview was that I watched? I watched an interview earlier today, and someone said 900 people were in the Asheville hospital, or 900 people, I think, in the hospital. 900. Yeah, because it's not important. We're not important to our own government. I don't know where you stand on all of it, but yeah, I think there's quite a conspiracy going on, and it's against we the people. And I think they want us all dead. And it's been going on for years. Between what's in the air, what's in the food, what's in our they're trying to kill us. Or sterilize us. Or both. Yeah. I hope Jesus comes back soon. I'm ready to go. Hi, Tracy. I'm glad you agree too. We gotta stick together. Yeah, there are people predicting that. Um, oh, hi, Yvonne from Manitoba. What's the weather like up there? Is it getting cold? I bet it is. Who else do I watch that lives in Manitoba? Diane, I think, is in Manitoba. Yeah, My Pink Bathtub. She's in Manitoba. Do you know My Pink Bathtub, Diane? Or do you know of her? You have no sound, Lulu? What happened? What happened? Oh, well, if you like yarn and you like crochet and or knitting, you should look her up. My Pink Bathtub. She's just another creator. She mainly knits. Mainly, but she's trying to learn to crochet. My Verizon has been glitchy. Oh, what a bummer. You knit also, Yvonne? Well, Tracy, you could be partially right, but I don't know how you feel about weather modification, but that is certainly a thing. Oh, then you should look. Yeah, you should look her up. She's trying to. She is her latest video. She said that she's going to do a pair of socks every month for next year. One pair of socks every month. I don't think she's made socks before. Oh, and cross stitch and painting. I used to cross stitch. Tracy, God is definitely not too happy with the United States. But you know what? He looks at each of us individually also. So all you can do is follow him and help your fellow man and love everybody. And, you know, he allows things to happen, even bad things. But our government is totally, definitely spraying our skies to make us sick and to affect the weather. So, this whole thing that happened in North Carolina, I don't think that was natural. I don't think that was natural at all. How can a hurricane come inland that far? That's crazy. I heard somebody say that it looked like an F3 tornado just sat in this area for like 30 minutes. That's what it looked like. Got a hangnail that I need to get rid of. Can't get it. I can't get it. I'll take care of it later. So we'll see what other shenanigans, you know, happen to crop up between now and November. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of weirdness. Maybe another attempt on somebody's life. That wouldn't surprise me. They are bound and determined not to let him get back in the White House. I would love to get back into cross stitch, but I have a hard enough time keeping my yarn put up. Can you imagine me with floss? Oh my gosh, it'd be everywhere. I used to really enjoy it though. We have 4 people in here. I don't know who else is here. there was people doing lives on YouTube saying that there is no help in Asheville. Yep, from government. 750. Yep, $750 a person. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. I've only watched one video. Um, I used to watch him all the time. His name's Cletus McFarland. He's like another version of Heavy D, if you know who Heavy D is. But anyway, um, he has a helicopter and he flew in. I don't remember what part. I don't know that he said where he was, but he said that he saw Chinooks. Where's the Chinook going to go? Those things are huge. Where's the Chinook going to go? But he saw Chinooks and he saw other military, more military helicopters. But he said there were places that, gosh, this is driving me crazy. There were places that regular helicopters couldn't get in. And his helicopter was, I guess, on the smaller side or more maneuverable or something. And so, again, what's a Chinook going to do? Where's the Chinook going to go? Something that big. There's no large places to land. Trump donated another money. I'm not fond of the Red Cross, but you know, at least he's doing something. I heard he went and delivered water too, like a week ago. That's good. I hope it helps a lot of people. Yeah, I'm not fond of the Red Cross. If I was going to donate, I'd donate to a church, a local church. They're really the only ones helping. You know, anyone that's big organization like the Salvation Army and the Red Cross, I think they're a little too cozy with the government. So it's better to donate to a church. You know what else I heard about that? A reason for possible weather modification and causing that to happen. Apparently, there's a lot of lithium underground in that area. North Carolina has like the largest lithium, uh, not reserves, but lithium mines or lithium underground. I think I heard the largest in the world. So, you know, they want to flatten that area and they're going around offering people cash money for their property so that they can have the land, so they can mine that lithium. FEMA has no, yeah. FEMA is building, they're using their funds to create centers for the illegals. That's where that money's going. Oh, yeah, I didn't read the whole thing. Yeah, they're building centers for the illegals. Aren't you proud of your government? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're helping everybody else and we can't help our own people. Yeah. Whether it's something like this or just everyday stuff. I mean, think about, there's just so much to think about. From the homeless to healthcare, so much. So much is wrong with this country. So much. I'm almost done with my poncho. I don't think you guys have seen my poncho. Tracy, have you seen my poncho? I'm going to slip it on. It is beautiful. And it's going to be so warm. All I know, I was doing better. Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. It's so warm. It's not quite. I want it a little bit lower on my arms. It's supposed to be 49 rows. And I had to tie on another hank because I was at 46. So I think I'm finishing round 49. And oh, you're back, Lulu. Good. So I think I'm at 49, but it's still not long enough. But when I was talking about this in my last one, I was mentioning, I wished I had done this like 20 rows back. I was mentioning, to get it longer here, the point gets progressively longer. And right now, you can't see, but right now the point is about mid-thigh. That's long. That's really long. So instead of increasing on the point, I wished I'd done this back here. So when I get to the point, I'm just slip stitching across the previous row and it's squaring it off. That's pretty clever. But oh my gosh, I love this. And it's very stretchy. Very stretchy. I have to decide if I want to put the cowl on it. I don't think I do. I think I just want to do a collar. What do you guys think? The cowl is like a turtleneck. I don't think I can share a screen here, can I? I don't think I can. Oh, well, I can show you on my phone. Okay. Let's see. Downloads. Poncho. Poncho. Okay, so there's the collar. And see, it's long on her. It goes all the way down to her knees. I don't think I want it that long. What'd you find, Bean? Is there a bug? Yeah, there's a bug. What kind of bug is that? A beetle. Bean found a beetle. Get it, Bean. So you can wear it that way too, with the points on the sides.
You play with it?
Oh, You like the cowl? The only thing is, if I put the cowl on it, it'll be too warm to wear inside. It'd be all the way to the floor for you, Yvonne. If you're only 4'11", 5 foot tall. Yeah. If I do this again, I will probably square it off a lot sooner. Oh. He's just playing with it. He doesn't even want to eat it. But I may do a collar, just to close this up. It would be too hot with the cowl. And I think I'll probably wear it more around the house than I would outside. I think. But I like it. I have ends to sew in. Obviously, it's kind of chilly down here, so this is working for me. And I have 10 more skeins of this yarn. Hanks. 10 more hanks of this yarn. And it's got, can you see the sparkle? I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Let's see. Let's see if I can make it sparkle. That didn't really help. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? There's stellina, and there, you can see it. There's stellina in that yarn. It's sparkly. Oh, now it's really dark. Let's see. Let me turn this one on. That's better. Yeah, it's really pretty. And it's 100%. Well, it's 90%. I think 90% superwash merino, 10% stellina. I think. There, you can see the sparkle in there. There. Sparkly. Sparkly yarn. Gotta love sparkly yarn. Yeah, it's a pretty it's not a bubblegum pink, it's more like a dark dusty pink. By Tin Can Knit called the Flax Sweater. It's free pattern. I was gonna pick up knitting. Bean. But it ended up giving me tendonitis in my right, it was in my right hand, I think. In here, I got tendonitis in here because I hold the needles like I'm hanging on for my life. So I haven't gotten brave enough to pick up the needles again and try again. And I'm just lazy that way. I love sparkly too, Lulu. 35 years crocheting for 20. Wow. Yeah, one of my good friends is a knitter. And she's recently gotten into quilting, so I don't know how much knitting she's doing anymore. But her mom's a knitter also. And they tried to teach me. This left and right just really confuses me. because this is my right hand, but it's on the left. You've tried knitting too, Lulu? Yeah, and if you think about it, I mean, knitting needles are kind of, I don't know. It's so easy to lose your yarn. It's so easy for the stitches to fall off. And by the way, I don't have nerves to knit. It takes a lot of patience. Yvonne, have you seen the Prim knitting needles? I'm wondering if, because I saw someone mention it the other day, but I didn't watch it. They have like a little nib on the end of the needle. Is that there for beginners? I'm wondering. Have you seen those hooks? I get cross-eyed. Lulu, have you seen the Prim knitting needles? I'm going to look it up. YM knitting needles. They have like a little end. Whoop. Well, poo. All right. So that top image, see how it's got that little nib on the top of it? It's not pointed. It's got like a little nib. See it? So I'm wondering if that's for beginners. If that's what it's there for. There's another picture. Okay, Marley Bird. We've been work with some terrific sponsors. Okay. Prim offers single point, double point, and circular knitting. They do not currently offer interchangeable. Okay, straight or single point needles. In addition, teardrop tip. The straight needles also have a unique end on the other side of the needle to prevent stitches from falling off the back side. The shape is such that the two needles can be pressed, to lock together when not in use. I knew about that. They even have that design on the double pointed needles. When I'm knitting with 2.5 millimeter needles or small, that's too. I like very sharp pointed knitting needles, especially for shawls and sock knitting. That's what I would like to do, Yvonne. And I tried bamboo needles, didn't like it. So I tried, what did I try next? I've tried all the different materials. I tried the bamboo, I tried metal, and a gal at a local yarn store suggested that I try this set of birch needles. I have not tried these yet. But because I know I like metal crochet hooks, I'm betting that I like, a slipperier hook than the bamboo. I would love to learn. Maybe one of these days when I'm kind of bored with crochet, I'll try it again. I don't see that happening, but you never know. You never know. I'm so glad I got my printer working. Oh my goodness. Bean, what are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Hi, Goob. Hi, Goob. Go see Daddy. Go see Daddy. Oh, now he wants the bug. I've heard of those, Yvonne. I'm hoping I try it again someday. Oh, look who's here. Hi. Hi. That's Bean. For those of you who don't know, that's Bean. Hi, Beanie Bean. Look at that. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Okay, down you go. Yeah, it's almost his only redeeming quality, Lulu. Whew. That's nice. I wish I had someone to buy me stuff. I don't. I got dog slobber on my poncho. Oh, yeah, this is nice and warm. Very warm. So, Yvonne, because I prefer to work with fingering and sport weight yarns, would you recommend I practice on a heavier yarn? The gal that told me about these needles said I should practice on a 3 weight. That's kind of, did she say that's kind of slippery? Practice on a 3 weight. No, that's got some stretch to it. Would you recommend that too? I would use 5 millimeter and worsted weight. Okay. I can't remember what size these hooks are, or these needles. I want to say they're 7 millimeter, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked at them in a long time. Maybe just a nice acrylic. I have no acrylic. I have no acrylic. I don't think I do anyway. I could probably come up with some. Whatever you have to practice. I have plenty that I could practice with. I may give it a go one of these days. Soon. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I'll practice when I go on my Des Moines trip on Tuesday. I'll have no distraction, no dogs, and I can just sit and practice. But cotton has no give. I think I practiced with cotton before, and I wasn't having a lot of luck because I knit too tight. I knit too tight because I don't want the yarn falling off. Happen to be up. It's 10:50 here. Love your poncho, so cute. Have a beautiful, beautiful trip. Are you typing all that out, Lulu? Or is somebody hijacking? Oh, that's Lulu's treasure trove. I always confuse you guys. Hi, Lou. That's Cindy, right? It's Cindy, right? Yeah, with an S. That's really strange. I've never known a Cindy that spelled it with an S. This hangnail's making me crazy. I need to get it off of there. So we have Lulu and Cindy Lou. It's just right there. That's just driving me crazy. There's actually a YouTube channel named Cindy that, oh, what kind of channel is it? We are in Lululand. I think so. I gotta write some names down. Ooh, goodness gracious. I'm just gonna tear out a piece of paper. Keep it where I can see it. Write some people's names down. She lives where people have fun singing. Music vlogs. Oh, she's in the UK. Cool. Let's see. Not magic yeah, not magic. That's Roberta. I would too, Lulu. Although any more travel is probably more of a hassle than it's worth. Cindy, what do you think of my poncho? I love it. I love it. It's almost done. Almost done. It's really long, but it's not long enough on the arms yet. do crochet. I've been having fun watching your videos. Love your poncho. It's very beautiful. Looks nice. It's very cozy. It's very cozy. Front post, back post, doubles. That's all it is. Stretchy, very stretchy. Very stretchy. Thank you, Lulu. I will probably finish it tomorrow. I would imagine it'll be finished tomorrow. I'm just going to go through the rest of that. And should I do the collar in this or in this gray? Yeah, it's kind of like the Alpine stitch, kind of. It's just as textured anyway, but it's a little easier to me. I do too, Cindy. I love doing front post, back post. I like front post better than back post. But with this, it's easy to see it. My tail keeps popping out. Thank you. There's only 5 people in here, or Cindy. Should I do the pink collar or should I do the gray? This color gray. Pink or gray? I was thinking gray, but I think that might be a little too much. So I think I'm probably going to stick with pink. I think. Beanie. Beanie. Yeah, I think the gray might be just too much. I think pink too. Or I could do pink and then maybe the last row in gray. Maybe. Yeah, I might do that. Do, I don't know, like maybe 4 rows. I don't know that I want to do the cowl. That would be really, really thick. And like I said before, I wouldn't be able to wear it around the house. That's what I plan on doing. Yeah. The last row being gray sounds pretty. I think that'll do good. I think that'll look nice. And I'm not going to do the cowl. I think I'm just going to do about maybe 4 or 5 rows deep. Thank you, Lulu. I try. I try. I just need to sell some of it. And then I've got, where did I see that? On this side. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not a knot. But where I have the knots from tying on, a new skein of yarn. I was thinking maybe make some appliques and attach them to cover those spots where the ends of those knots you can see. I don't mind the knot. I just don't like the ends being visible. So I considered doing some appliques and then attaching those over that. But that may not work with this kind of fabric. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. But I really like it. I started another shawl like an hour or two ago. Like I don't have enough whips already. With a show of hands, who has more than 3 whips going at the current moment? Anybody with more than 3 whips active? Anybody? Me. I certainly do. I always do. You have 3? What are they, Cindy? Yeah, I don't even know how many I have, Yvonne. I don't even know. Active? Yeah, I probably have about 5, like Tracy. I'd have to sit here and count them all. But yeah, one is way old. I was thinking of ripping it out. Yeah, I went through some bags the other day and I've got a tote bag full of stuff that I need to frog. I did this about 2 months ago and I need to do it again. I keep wondering about myself. I have a beanie, a blanket, and a poncho. Oh, well, a beanie, that won't take any time at all. A blanket, depending on the size, that'll probably take you about as long as the poncho. I have 5, 2 blankets, a knit sweater, and a pair of knit socks and a knit hat. You going to bed?
Yeah.
I'm about to too. I'm tired. You taking Bean with you?
He's upstairs already.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I have this I have to finish. I have 2 escape shawls. I have a blanket. I have the shawl I just started. I had started an alpine stitch blanket and I think I'm going to frog it. I had tried alpine stitch before and I'm having trouble with the beginning and the end. So I'm going to frog it. I think I'm going to frog it because it's not working out right. And I made it way too big. I made it way too long to have to count the stitches. I'm the same way, Lulu. I get big plans or I watch a tutorial and I think that's so pretty. I'm going to start it. I mean, I've got all this yarn just screaming at me. And I just happened to be watching, who was I watching? Let's see. Let me just look it up here. It's a really, really pretty shawl from Fiberflux. And it's called the Fall Celebration Crochet Shawl. And it's I can't show you a picture because it goes away. But it's real lacy and it's just a 1 row repeat. So that won't take me long. And it takes 1 whole cake of like yarn art or a twister cake. Just 1 cake and it's done. And I've got so many cakes I need to make into stuff. So many. Yeah, it is easy. It is. But I need to, maybe tomorrow, go through. It would help if I had a chair in my yarn room. I don't have a chair, so I either have to sit on my footstool, which sits way too low, or I sit on the floor. And this old lady has a hard time getting up from the floor. So it would help if I had a chair. I'd have to drag in one of the kitchen chairs, I guess. And those are heavy. But I need to go through stuff and I just need to start purging. I did that the other day and I pulled a few that I just don't see myself working with. I do too, Lulu. I love one or two row repeats. Love them. Love them. I can't believe I did this, but I don't think I'll use it because it's meant to make socks. And it's stretchier than your normal sock yarn. It's stretchier. And it's the bamboo pop sock yarn. I have 5 balls of it, all in this beautiful purple florally colorway. And I won't use it because I'd make it into a shawl and it's just too stretchy. It's just too stretchy. So I put it on Marketplace and nobody's nobody has expressed interest yet. But I never thought I'd get rid of any of my fingering weight yarn. But that one's got to go. I just won't use it. I bought it because it was pretty, and I didn't realize that the sock variety is too stretchy. It's got something in it. I don't know if it's got elastane in it, but it's not just nylon. There's something else in it that makes it stretchier. So that's on Marketplace. And then I need to go through some other heavier weight yarns that I just won't use. I have a lot of 80/20, Yvonne, but I would say the majority of my fingering weight yarn is 100% superwash merino. Or 100% natural fibers and no nylon, I would say. And I have some undyed yarn that I want to try to get into dyeing, even if I just do it for myself. But I got some undyed off of Amazon, and don't shake your finger at me, but I got some from Etsy, or not Etsy, from Temu. I'm not going to buy from Temu ever again. I'm done. You have a few too many. I have a few dozen too many. I have way too many. I have storage towers, those interlocking towers, cubes that you can buy. Anyway, I've separated them by weight. I organized them probably about, 5 or 6 months ago. And now I've got them organized by weight. So I've got one tower for one weight, one tower for 2, one for 3, one for 4. The most yarn I have is one weights. That's the majority of my yarn is all one weights. I don't have very many too. And then I have probably my next largest quantity is 3, and then last would be 4. So 1, 3, 4, and 2. I have one on my channel, Cindy. If you want to go, I'm sure it'd be easy to find a room tour because I've done it a couple of times, not too long ago. But yeah, I love my natural fibers. I hate to say it, but I've become a bit of a yarn snob, and let me tell you why. Most people won't tell you why. In our day and age, the majority of our clothes that we wear are not natural fibers. They're synthetic for the most part. For the most part. So I thought, if I'm going to make something handmade, I want it to be special. And to be special, it needs to be natural fibers. 5, 8, 8, 12, and 15. I have lots of acrylic yarn. Easy one. I know. I know that's the attraction of synthetics. I know. But there's a lot to be said for cotton. My daughter is going to have her third baby in January, and I want to make some things for that baby. And I have a few blankets. I think I've made 4. 2 of them I know. I think they're all cotton. But I made one with fingering weight cotton from Joann's. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's nice to work with. You know, if it's soft, it's nice to work with. Yeah, but this blanket's beautiful. It was it's a moss stitch square, but it's done in the round, like a granny square, and it turned out beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, pop in and try to find a room tour. You'll love it. You'll love it. But thanks for coming in, Cindy. I appreciate it very much. Lulu, the majority of the cotton that I have, I got from my very first Hobby Lobby clearance 2 years ago. And then I think I got some more last year, a little bit more. So I don't need any more cotton. I've got quite a bit. That hangnail's still bugging me to death. So anyway, like I was saying, I wanna dye these undyed hanks of yarn. I love merino silk. Yvonne, you need to go to Zen Yarn Garden. They may still have some. I don't know. They may be out of their merino silk. They had a merino cashmere silk yarn, beautiful, but they may be all sold out of it. I don't know. But Zen Yarn Garden is going out of business, and everything is 50% off. Has been for several months. So they're running out of stuff a lot more quickly now. But yeah, 50% off. And the silk blend yarns, I believe those were 500 yards a piece. So good size hanks. I can't remember what the price was, but it was less than $20. They have I know that they have merino and stellina. I know they have that. Yeah, I know. And it's beautiful yarn. It's gorgeous. I'm making one of my escape shawls with that. Good night, you precious friends. Have a wonderful night. Sleep is calling my name. Love you all bunches. Thank you, Lulu. Yeah, my bed's calling my name too. So I'm probably going to duck out of here pretty quick. I bet knitting with it would be fabulous, Yvonne. I'll see you next time, Lulu. I'm going to do a video tomorrow showing my yarn haul. And then I have another, like a PSA video to do tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, Yvonne, check out Zen Yarn Garden. Great stuff. Great stuff. Like I said, I don't know if they still have the silk. They might, if you go to their navigation thing, and you can sort the yarn by weight. So fingering weight would be at the top, and it'll just show you all the fingering weights. You too, Yvonne. Thanks for coming in. As for everybody else, I think I'm going to duck out of here. I think Goober's ready to go to bed too. I know I am. My voice is cracking. So we'll see you guys the next time. You have a good night too, Yvonne. And look up My Pink Bathtub also. I like watching her. Even though I don't knit, she does good yarn hauls. So I'm going to be doing a yarn haul tomorrow. So if anybody wants to check that out, pop over to watch that sometime tomorrow. And I will see you guys all on the next video. I am off to bed. Everybody have a good weekend. And we will touch base tomorrow. Thanks for popping in. See you later.